right my right. That's just the way it is. Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it.
Pray for me, for me. Pray I find my way.
Hey FamBam, welcome back to my channel. If you're doing fantastic, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is MsTopacJay. So in today's video, we're going to be attempting to do a full face of makeup using only Maybelline products. I have always wanted to do this video literally since last year or the year before, but I could never really gather all the products that I needed, and that's most especially the powders. And now that I have a powder from Maybelline, I decided, okay, even though I don't have all the products that I really do want to do this video, I'm just gonna sit down and do this one, okay? And then when I gather the rest of the products, I'll do another one, just like I do with NYX, okay? So if you're interested in seeing my full face of makeup using only Maybelline products, please make sure you keep on watching. And if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss out on any upload from me. And speaking of missing out on any upload from me, if you don't want to miss out, you need to make sure your notification is turned on. Tick to receive all notifications from this channel, okay? And if you like this video, thumbs it up and share this video with your friends and family and or frenemies if you have one. It's okay. All right, so without further ado, let's jump straight into this video. All right, so I actually have a place to go to, and it's 12:37 right now, and we're supposed to leave the house around 1:30-ish. So I'm gonna try to get this video done as soon as I can. Anyway, let's start with primer. Okay, so for primer, I have the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is the only Maybelline primer that I do have. I do want to get other primers, but if I wait until I get every product that I want, I'm not gonna do this video ever. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here and just do what I can with what I've got. Okay, so because I'm only gonna be using the Instant Pore Eraser, I'm gonna do a double step today, which means I'm gonna set my T-zone and whatnot with a powder, and then I'm gonna use setting spray today. And I hardly use setting spray, but anyway, I'll talk to you about that later on. So I really do like this pore eraser. It does blur my pores. It doesn't do anything when it comes to longevity of makeup, in my opinion anyway, and I am of oily combination skin, so I still produce shine throughout the day, so this doesn't do anything for that. But as you guys can see, it does blur my face a little bit, especially my blemishes and whatnot, and my textures right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and set it down, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. Now this one claims to control your shine and smooth skin texture. It does that a fair bit, and I really like this powder. You guys know, like if you watched the video where I was trying this powder, I was like, oh my gosh, oh yes. So I'm going to be using the shade 30 Medium Deep, and I'm just going to grab a bit, you know, with my damped beauty sponge. This is the Real Technique beauty sponge. I'm just going to concentrate this in my T-zone. This is my first time using this powder for this, and I can immediately see that it's not really setting into my skin. It's not melting into my skin like my Laura Mercier powder or the Dermablend powder and all that. And it's okay because this powder doesn't claim to be translucent, does it? Oh, it claims to be translucent. Never mind. Let me just buff it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a third step because the powder is not really setting into my skin like I would like it to. So I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Masterfix setting spray. This one is actually kind of finished. There's only about this much left in there, but I kept it just in case I need it because I hardly use setting sprays anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray my face with this, but beforehand I'm gonna go ahead and color correct a little bit, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Hazelnut. Okay, there we go. So that's been dabbed in a little bit. We don't have to focus too much on that. So now we're gonna go in with brows, and for brows I only have one product. I wish I had another option, but I don't. So as I said in the beginning of this video, I'm just gonna make do with what I've got. Okay, so for brows I'm going to be using this what is it called? Yeah, it's already short. I believe this is the Maybelline Precise, Maybelline Precise Shaping Pencil, okay? And I can't tell you what shade this is because I've already sharpened it to filth. I'm not really gagging for this brow pencil, but I don't mind it either. I'm not gagging for it because it has kind of like a waxy texture. Every time you use it, literally, like you have to sharpen it after every use. And when I say every use, I'm talking about like while you're still doing your brows, not like when you're done doing your brows. So it finishes real quickly. And I've only used this about 3 times, and it was longer than this. Look at the height of it now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Under the mirror, right my right. Under the mirror, be my guide. Under the mirror, see my face. Under the mirror in my life. See, It's a little bit waxy, you see that? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean my brows using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 30 Cafe. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm really excited to use this. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in using my damped beauty sponge, and I'm definitely gonna have to do a touch up on the brows later on, so we're just gonna leave the brows the way it is right now. Okay, so let's go into foundation. So for foundation, I'm going to be mixing two foundations together, Sealed by Maybelline, and both of these foundations I absolutely love. I'm going to be mixing the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 355 Coconut with the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade 70 Cocoa. Okay, the number is the same, it's different in the US compared to Australia and the UK, and I bought this in the UK. Okay, so I can't really tell you exactly what shade 70 Cocoa is in the US, all right, but yeah, and I'm not mixing these two because of the shades, even though 70 Cocoa in the Maybelline Superstay foundation is a little bit red on me, not too much, it's just a little bit, just a tint of red. We've talked about this already in previous videos. Okay, so I'm mixing it because I mixed it yesterday and I was like, whoa, that is interesting, and I actually mixed it in the back of my hand and the texture felt really nice. Both of the foundation is meant to give you a matte finish, but the Matte and Poreless is more matte than the Superstay, but combining these two, I was like, this is an interesting texture. I need to put this on my face. I'm gonna try that in today's video just to see. So I have that much of the Matte and Poreless. I'm gonna put 3 pumps or 4 pumps of the Superstay, just kind of get somewhat of a equal amount, because you know we're all about equality, inclusivity. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna grab this brush that's still surprising me. This is the Shop Miss A AOA Studio F23 brush. Okay, yep, this is an interesting finish. I really like this. The Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation kind of almost sometimes gives me like a slap your face matte finish, and the Superstay is more on a satin matte. It's not like matte, and both of them combined together kind of feels like the consistency, it kind of feels like the finish of the Superstay on its own, but with a little bit of a hydrating feel to it. I don't know, it's weird, but let's just wait until it's fully set in to know. The coverage, we're saying at medium. Why am I doing this like I'm doing a foundation test? And I still have some foundation left. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer once again, but this time around, instead of using Hazelnut, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade 10, and I'm going to mix 10 with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 30 Cafe. Okay, 30 Cafe is a little bit lighter than 10, and I still want the Instant Age Rewind on my face because I really like it, even though it's already finishing. I'm so sad. Let's put this in the area where we usually conceal, because that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah. All right, there we go. So that's shade 10 in the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Now we're gonna go to the Cafe in the Fit Me Concealer. And it almost went in my eye then. Okay, so now with that we've applied the concealer, I'm just gonna leave it on my face to kind of set a little bit, so that way the coverage of the concealer, both of the concealer, is maximized a bit. That's basically what I usually do anyway. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my contour products, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, but this time around in the shade 365 Coconut. Nope, not 365 Coconut. 365 Espresso. I'm so used to saying 355 Coconut. Here we go. So now we're gonna go ahead and blend. Okay. Alright, so to set the face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Loose Powder in the shade 30 Medium Deep. And when I say set the face, I'm talking about the areas where I've applied concealer. Now we're gonna go in with the same powder, but in the shade 40 Dark, and I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, set the contour areas. Okay, so now for eyeshadow. So, I just realized someone actually requested that I try the technique, like, you know, not setting concealer on my eye before I do eyeshadow, so I can try this Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette again. But now I've forgotten because I already set the lid. It's okay. We're just gonna have to use the palette still, because I really wanted to use the City Mini palette today, but I don't want green on my eyes. Yeah, not today, maybe next time. So I'm just gonna go in with the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. Okay, so I'm gonna straight up go into the pink shade. This is what we used last time, and I'm just gonna use this again. I'm just gonna use this as my transition color. Scratch that, scratch that. I'm just gonna go into this brown shade. It's called Old Fashioned. I'm just gonna put this in my crease. Oh, it's showing up. Oh, it's showing up because that pink shade is mixed with this color. I'm gonna bring it down to my outer corner right here. I want to go simple with this eye lip today, so let's just increase the transition color. So I'm mixing Old Fashioned with Ice Pop, that's the pink and brown together, and just going back into the crease. And the amount of kickback in this palette, honestly, I was watching Manny's video about this palette recently, and I was so glad to know that he also feels the same way that I feel about this palette. Is that right, English? I don't know. Okay, there we go. So now that we still have a little bit of lid space left, I'm gonna go ahead and use nope, not this one. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade 10. Just grab a concealer brush, and I'm just gonna place it down in the area, the lid space that's showing right now, just so the next product can have something to adhere to. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, baby. Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it. Oh, my Lord. Look at this. Do you see this? Wow. I'm going to go in with the shade Strawberry Lemonade, which is a pink. It's either a pink shimmer shade or the color Ice Pop just transferred onto it. Now it's turned into a pink shimmer shade, but I'm just going to grab that. And I'm going to pop this in the area that we've just placed the concealer. I haven't done my eyeshadow like this in a while. In a long while. I used to do it like this before I found cut crease. That is that about that. You hear? So now we're gonna go ahead and draw eyeliner wing. Basically, I'm using the Maybelline Superstar liquid eyeliner. This is black. This is a nice eyeliner. I just really would like the felt tip, the tip to be a little bit more rigid than it is right now because it's very soft. Whew, all right, now that we're done with that, that is that about that. I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara. And for mascara today, I'll be using the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in the shade Black Noir. Black Noir? Is that the name of the shade? Well, anyway, I've been using this for a while. It ain't bad. Combs out my lashes. I mean, I don't really have lash, so you can't really see it on camera, but it combs everything out, literally. For my lower lash line, I'm just gonna grab the pink color, the shade Ice Pop, and just dab this in my lower lash line. So now I'm going to grab that eyeliner again, and I'm going to use it to line my waterline. There we go. Look at that. Look at her. Look at her. I'm going to put on lashes in a second. And now we need to blush. I don't have any blushing product or any blush products from Maybelline. So I'm just going to go into the Lemonade Craze palette, and I'm going to use that shade Ice Pop, this one right here, to blush. Because why not? When life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. That's actually cool. Ooh. And it looks like the pink shade is mixing with strawberry lemonade. Okay. Now we're gonna highlight. And to highlight, I'm using the Maybelline Masterchrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Bronze. This highlighter, if you haven't picked it up either, sweetie, you're missing out. Whew, babe. I'm gonna bring it up into my brow bone. Oh, sugar. Okay, so here we go. Lashes are on, and I've kind of fixed the brows a little bit. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna use this setting spray. Yeah, Maybelline Masterfix Water Boosting Setting Spray, and I'm just gonna spray my face with this. This is a little weird because I haven't really been spraying my face, so yeah. And it's finished already. It's finished now, literally. Like this is as far as I got with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and use this Evian facial spray. Why am I shaking it? I'm always shaking it. Okay, it's time to go. Hang on. Okay, so now that the face is sprayed down, we're gonna go ahead and use lipstick. I'm so sorry I'm rushing, guys. I should have filmed this when I'm not going out, but then if I did, I won't really be, I'll feel kind of depressed, like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. But anyway, so now I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips because we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Superstay Master Ink lipstick. I'm using the shade 15 Lover. Okay, no. And this lipstick, literally, I'm sure you've noticed this at the back of my hand. I have had this at the back of my hand since around 2 a.m. this morning. And I showered, tried to wash it off. It wouldn't wash off. I know I need to go in with oil, but I just wanted to show you guys. It does have a really good longevity to it, but it's just like it's a little bit sticky matte. So yeah, but it does really well when you combine it with gloss. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips using the Maybelline Precise Shaping Pencil. You know, the one that we use for the brows. Okay. I really like the applicator of this lipstick. Look at that. That is so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, need to apply lip gloss. Okay, so I'm gonna do my hair and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really want to go in with a darker lip, but I'll do it. I got lipstick right here. Sweat. So in my inner corner, I decided to go ahead and go in with that shade. Strawberry. What is it called? Strawberry lemonade. The shimmer shade I would put on the lid. Yeah, I haven't really done my eyeshadow this way in a while, so this is really. It's actually really easy, I'm telling you. And for lashes, I have Dassy Beauty lashes. I'll put the style name down below. Alright, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have anything that you can recommend for me to try from Maybelline when it comes to eyebrow products, eyeliner products, and all that. Powder, I already have. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really happy I bought it finally. So thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned earlier, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, whatever you're doing to love yourself. And I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye!
I gotta take a chance. Oh, I'm already gone, so just pray for me.